Hello and welcome to Tech Me Out. Today we're going to be taking a look at what is on my iPhone. This is a video that has been requested by a lot of you, so I'm glad to say that I'm here today to deliver it all to you. So for those of you that are curious, before we begin the video, I do have an iPhone 5 that I'm doing this on. It is jailbroken. It is a 32GB Verizon model. Any other questions you have about it in terms of the hardware, definitely drop them down below and I'll answer them. But I'm not going to be jumping into every application on this video, but I will be showing you at least every application on my phone. So to start things off, we have Fantastical here in the top left. And that is what I consider my default calendar app because I do not like Apple's calendar app. To me, it doesn't allow me to see my week view at a glance, whereas Fantastical will allow me to do so. So that alone is a winning feature for me. Then to the right of that, I have Dark Sky. This is my kind of like default go-to weather app because it will tell me what the weather is here in addition to telling me what it feels like. And also to the right of that, it'll tell me what the weather's looking like the next 24 hours from now, as well as a week view. I can just tap on this and it'll tell me the weather conditions in detail for those days. So those are just a few features of Dark Sky. Another one that I like is that it will alert me if it's about to rain. So I can adjust the threshold here to get an alert only if it's going to be like a moderate level of rain or a heavy amount of rain. You can set when the app will send you an alert based upon what type of rain it's going to be. But I think it's like maybe $2 or $1 or so, but either way to me it's worth it. So to the right of Dark Sky, I have settings, and then I have my camera app, and then beneath all of that I have Instagram. So I do have a lot of applications that I use for Instagram. I honestly have not used all of them in here, but I will at least let you take a look so you can see what I have, because I downloaded them for a reason. I'll tell you that. I downloaded it because to me, when I read the description, they looked good. But out of all of these, I honestly have only really used Pick Frame, which I really like. It's nice for doing picture collages. Instacap free, so you can put the text at the bottom and kind of have those I can't think of what they're called, but let me see. So jumping in here, you'll see that you can add text down here to kind of give those famous pictures that have the text at the bottom. I can't think of what the term is that they're called, but I believe you all know what I'm talking about. Don't judge me for not knowing right now. And then to the right of that, I have Pick Play Post. I really love this application because it allows you to put pictures and videos into one photo collage. So I think that one's a paid app, but it is worth it to me. And then beneath that, Space Effects, that's another one I use. So Space Effects will let you do all these different animations that you see here to a picture. And when you add it onto the picture, it looks really, really good. So I can add the word love up here to look like flames onto this picture. I just grabbed something, but I think you can all begin to see the vision in terms of actually using this app yourself. It's definitely a nice one to download. I also have Over, which is much like Instacap free, but a little bit different. It lets you add text and different layers of text to an image. So I like using that one as well. I haven't really used these four down here, but I have used on this page InstaShape, which lets you add shapes to pictures. And I want to say that is it. So I'm going to jump on out of there. On this page here, it's my lifestyle folder. These are a couple of applications I enjoy using for just random reasons. If you have been following me, then you know that I love to shop on Amazon. I'm heavy on Amazon. Like, I go hard. So Amazon definitely has to be in here. Apple Store, Best Buy, Amplify, which is for my hue lights. That's more so for entertainment purposes when I just kind of want to show off what the hue lights can do exactly. Amplify will let you sync your hue lights up with it so that it kind of plays to the music and everything like that, and it gives you different color options for your hue lights and just all kinds of cool stuff. So if you have hue lights, definitely check that one out. I also have Dropbox because I like to have access to all of my files, or all of my pictures rather, regardless of what device I'm on, whether it be Android, iOS, my computer. It doesn't matter. I want to be able to access it, and Dropbox gives me that functionality. So if you haven't really used Dropbox, or you're kind of intimidated by it, because I know at first I didn't really know how to use it, I definitely encourage you to explore it because it's truly worth it, because it gives you so many options in terms of backing up and syncing your information across devices. Then to the right of that, I have Voxer, Amazon, Instant Video. Jumping out of there, I have my everyday folder. So these are apps that I use on a day-to-day basis. We have Tweetbot, which is my go-to Twitter app, or, you know, as I coined, my default Twitter app. I like to use that one. ViscoCam is a very nice, beautiful camera application. Something I noticed with camera applications, or photo editing applications rather, is that they will overwhelm you with options, whereas ViscoCam gives you the right amount of options, and it also gives you a clean interface to work within. And as you can see, as I'm doing this video, I believe there's an update, but I'll do that after the video. But nonetheless, you can click this button here, and this will give you all of your editing options. Much like Instagram, it has the filters and everything, but then if you go and you select this little icon here, it gives you some other features as well, such as adjusting the exposure, the contrast. You can adjust that here by sliding this slider. You can also adjust the saturation by sliding this slider and such. So if you hold it down, it will let you see how the original looked, and if you release it, it lets you see how the one that you edited looked. It's definitely worth downloading and exploring on your own, because you do have a couple more options in there that I feel you will all enjoy. Then to the right of that, I have my default app that I use for navigation, which is Google Maps. Not a real big fan of the navigation app from Apple. I don't know why. Maybe I just need to play with it more. But when it initially came out, I was not impressed as much as I was with Google's. So that's the one I use. Then beneath all of that, I have Rise, which is my alarm clock application. I haven't used it much. I used to use it a lot. But if I jump in here, you will see that you have your clock, and you can slide here to set your alarm. It's more of a gesture-based app. I'm not even gonna lie to you, now that I'm in here, I really don't even know how to set an alarm or anything, because I haven't used it in a while. It probably needs to come out of my everyday folder, but it's beautiful. It's very clean. As you can see here, they have some options that you all could use. So if you're looking for a nice alarm clock application, it's one to check out. I'm not saying anything bad about it. It's just I just wanted something even more simple, and I just use the alarm clock app in the clock app on the iPhone. Then I also have YouTube, Yahoo Weather, which is another weather application I like to use because of its interface and the information it gives you, the default music app, and then two of my favorite applications I like to use to stream music, which is Spotify and 8Tracks. So I really like Spotify because it gives me offline playlists and the ability to make playlists in addition to listening to the radio and searching for songs and playing them right there on the spot. Whereas 8Tracks is more so useful in terms of if I'm looking for a certain type of music genre. It's not per se a radio app. It has user created playlists. So basically you can go in here and just kind of search. You can choose a particular genre here or a search option. And so I'm just going to, for instance, hit happy, and it's going to pull up different playlists that users have created with music that they feel is happy. So then from there, you can just click on the playlist and let it play. But this is taking too long to load. I'll let you download that on your own and explore it. But it's definitely one I suggest checking out. In addition to that everyday folder, I have another one here that has a couple of default applications. The only third party one being Instagram, which all of you should know about that one if you haven't been living under a rock. And then down here, I have my photography folder. I don't use much of these applications. I downloaded them because they seem like something I would use at the time. But honestly, out of these, I've only really used KitCam. And KitCam gives you a ton of options in terms of editing your photos. So it's definitely worth checking out. Too many for me to really go over right now in this video. And then to the right of the photography folder, I have a folder that does not have a name. I do not know how I made it not have a name, but I couldn't do it again. So when I realized I could not do it again, I never went in here and named this folder. So this just kind of has some random things I guess you would consider. So I just looked up and I noticed that the recorder has stopped. So I don't know where it stopped at in the video. So hopefully I'm picking up in the right spot. I also have Coca Boca down here, which is another nice wallpaper app, Google Plus, and daily horoscopes. I really like using daily horoscopes in terms of looking at daily horoscopes. I don't look at it every day, but it is a nice horoscope app to check out if you are into that type of thing. I also have my remote app here because I have an Apple TV and I want to be able to access the remote at all times. So coming on to my second page here, you will see that I have a folder-based view here where you can pretty much see everything because I have all of my icons only on one page within the folder. So when that you're on this particular page here, you can see everything at a glance. Anytime I would put it on a second page within the folder as if I don't use it that much. But I try to keep it all in one. So jumping here, you see that I have my productivity folder. I have Desk Connect. I haven't used that. 1Password, the best password keeping app. Very secure. Saves all your passwords, and there's a desktop version for it. It is not cheap. I'm not going to lie to you, but it is worth it. I also have Crash Plan again. Some things I downloaded and haven't quite used. Rap Genius. This one's pretty cool because it will let you search for lyrics, and sometimes these rappers and everything, they come out with these songs and you think you know what the song means until you actually read the lyrics. So for instance, you have Beyonce here, Drunken Love, and then so it shows you the lyrics here, and you can just tap on a line and it will break down the line. In addition to the excuse my dog. And in addition to breaking down the line in the song, it also gives you a picture to kind of, I guess, draw emphasis to support what it is saying. So if you're into kind of discovering the lyric meanings of different songs that you enjoy, definitely check that out. And then jumping out of there, I have my finance app, which is a bunch of applications that I use in terms of things related to money. So I have my Bills Monitor app, which I don't use. Feature Points, definitely check out Feature Points. It lets you get paid applications for free. It lets you get iTunes gift cards for free. It also lets you get PayPal Cash for free, meaning you get money for downloading just different applications. So if you are curious about what I'm talking about, where you can get all these free things, definitely check out the link that will be down below in the description box. It's just something you got to see. Too much to really go over in this video, but I do have a video about it, which will be down below as well. To the right of that, I have Hue Disco, which is another application that I use for my Hue lights. Free app life, which is much like Feature Points. To me, it's okay. The one thing I do not like about it, and I'm gonna be honest with you, is that some of the rewards I've noticed, for me at least, which are the gift cards, the Amazon gift cards. If you like Amazon gift cards, they don't tend to keep those in stock. Not that I've seen, at least, but they keep other rewards in the application in stock. But they have a great point system in terms of downloading things and getting a huge amount of points for downloading it, which makes it easier to get free things. So those are definitely two applications that I would say check out: Feature Points and Free App Life. I also have PayPal here, Etsy, eBay, YNAB, which is another budgeting app that I haven't dived much into yet, but I downloaded it because I do plan on doing so. And then TurboTax, I want to say that is down there. Downloaded it, but I haven't done my taxes yet. So then to the right of all of that, I have my custom folder. This is where I go for my jailbreak information. As you can see here, Cydia AppCake Activator and Winterboard. I don't know if I said in the beginning of the video, but I don't have a lot of jailbreak tweaks up here. Most of my jailbreak tweaks are on my iPod. So that's why there's a small amount in here. I just kind of like a clean feel on my iPhone. And I do all the customizing and everything in terms of the different looks and home screens and all of that on my iPod. So jumping out of there, I have some game folders. Out of these, or actually this page, I really suggest downloading Heads Up and Clumsy Ninja and Snapshot Trial. And also, You Don't Know Jack is a very nice application, especially if you have an Apple TV, because it changes your device into a remote. And it's a very nice way to kind of get everybody engaged into the game. But if you don't have an Apple TV, You Don't Know Jack is still a great application to download. Heads Up is a nice party application as well. Clumsy Ninja is something great to pass time, and so is Slingshot Trial. All of those are worth checking out, and they're all free, minus Heads Up. Then jumping into my second page of games, or my second folder of games, I really play RoboCop a lot, but I don't really play it on my iPhone. I more so play it on my iPad mini for the screen real estate. I really, really love that game. It's a shooter game. I also enjoy Flappy Bird. It is addictive. It is ridiculously hard and ridiculously simple, but very challenging. If you haven't checked out Flappy Bird, I don't know where you've been, and you can't check it out now because they took it off the App Store. But I love it, so I'm glad I was able to download it before they removed it. Iron Pants is a knockoff version of that. I don't like it, and actually I really need to delete it. Jumping out of there, I also have my health folder, which has a bunch of random health applications that I don't use much. And then out of there, I have my news folder. I really, really love Feedly out of here. This is where I go to get all of the latest in terms of what's going on in the tech world. So you can get a main picture here, and then if you slide up you get some other articles as well. Feedly is definitely worth checking out. I'm sure the others are as well. Bands in Town is more so for if you're into concerts and you want to know if your favorite artists are around and playing. Definitely check that one out. Hop out of there, hop into my travel folder. This is what I like to use when I'm out on the go or just in general traveling. So Nest is one of my favorite applications in terms of finding restaurants around you because it gives you so much information at a glance and a beautiful interface. Definitely check that one out, and it's free, so there's no reason for you not to download it. And then outside of that, I really haven't played much with the other ones now that I'm looking in here with it, other than the Weather Channel. That's another weather application that's pretty nice. But aside from that, you kind of download the other ones at your own will. I haven't really played with them. I opened them, but I guess I really didn't look into them. So I'm gonna hop out of there. And then I have my other folder, which has a bunch of random stuff. Beats music, I'm still trying to get into. I've only tried it once. I found myself not going to it again, but I do want to give it a second shot. I really don't know about these other ones to really speak on those. And then my whatever folder, which has a bunch of random stuff that I really wish I could delete. So a lot of default apps. And then my faves folder. This is for a recent games video that I did. You can find that on my channel page, or maybe I'll put it as a link down below. But other than that, that is everything that is on my iPhone. So I hope you all enjoyed it. I do know some of you might be saying now at this point,
what about the jailbreak tweaks? Check me out.
I'm not going to really go over any jailbreak tweaks that I have up here because like I said, I don't have many and I don't really use many. So I'll probably save that more for my what's on my iPod video, because I have a lot of my jailbreak tweaks up there. And pretty much what I have on my iPhone in terms of tweak, I also have on my iPod. So stay tuned for that, because I will be releasing that video soon as well. But if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Drop any questions or comments that you have for me down below. So also I would like to start something new, which is called Question of the Day. Please drop down below, what are your top 5 favorite applications? What 5 apps do you have to have on your phone? Aside from the default applications, what do you have to have on your phone? I'll be choosing some responses that you put down in one of my next videos to share with all of you. And I think I might also get something away. So definitely drop down your questions and comments. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna give away yet, but I'm leaning on doing that. If you haven't thumbs up this video, please make sure you do it now. Also subscribe so you can stay updated. And as always, thanks for taking the time out to let me tech you out.